Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I'm putting that Hoover pipe to good use. I've now set up all the pipe work as a permanent feature, and where before I had these posts in the ground where they could rot, they now got their permanent place. This is gravity fed once the pump's got it to a certain height. And this is the pump that's busily working away down there. Lovely reflection. But it's a 12-volt pump, and it does an exceptional job. I've put that bit of an angle on it to suit, and we've got this here, which just holds everything in place. As you can see, there's a fair drop of water coming out there. It's just catching in there, but it certainly does pump some water about. It's going to make too much noise today, so we'll dump it in there. Where before I had all this white piping zigzagging across all over the place, somebody come up with an idea about using a flexible hose, and that's what we used. A bit of Hoover pipe. Right, I need to pull all my carrots out from these two beds. Originally I thought I might have blight, carrot blight, and then other people come up with the Motley Dwarf virus sped by the carrot. Aphid, something like that. It's in the description below, and they're very sorry for themselves. I'll put a bit of a barrier up while I'm moving these, as these are still looking reasonably healthy. I have pulled one or two up, and they're not pretty. So let's get all these pulled up and let's have a little look at what is happening to the carrots. So like I said, I've pulled a few of these up. These are the tops of the yogurt pots that I put in the ground, so that I plant 3 seeds, etc. And well, that's a little bit unusual for me, and that does look, in actual fact, that looks like it hasn't got, or it's got the first stages of it, and the carrots looking in pretty good nick. We pick another one that's completely rotted off, and we've got rot everywhere. That's not going to be edible. I think I need to get a container for these so that I'm not spreading it all over the plot. I always like to do the filling the water up while I'm here, but it's a little bit too noisy, so I'm going to switch that off now, because I do tend to leave it running and it overflows, losing all that precious rainwater that we took so long to collect as it has now. So let's pull a few more up. Like we said, that one's gone rotten. That one's split. That may still be edible. And they're putting these roots out as well, so they're not happy. But again, that carrot, other than a bit of marking down there, is looking okay. Let's pick another one that's died off. Again, you can see where I pushed it back in the ground. That's gone rotten. Another one here. That's just completely rotted off. Should have got these out earlier, but I just wanted to see what was actually going on. You wouldn't normally get it too hairy like that, so they are struggling. But that one's got the red leaves but still got a decent bit of carrot. So I'll pull the rest of these, see what we've got, and we'll do a bit of an autopsy, see how much carrot we can save. The yogurt pot tops are all going to go for recycling. I don't want to take any chances that I'm going to pass it on to the next lot of carrots, maybe even next year. So now I've actually seen how many carrots we've actually saved. Now this looks like a good one. So yeah, there's no issues with that. We'll keep that one. This one's, well, it's split anyway, but it does look a little bit dark, and can see on the inside there, so we won't be looking at that. So now I've seen these, we've got the end gone there, nothing wrong with that. Further up, the other bed doesn't look as bad as this one, so I'm not going to pull those out now. Don't want to nothing wrong with those. So I'll okay, we've just got this one. It looks like it may have a bit of root fly. Again, we can salvage that. So this one's got a bit of scaly bit down there, so we'll have a look at that one. Again, it's just surface, that'll peel off. So I'll get on with these and we'll see what we end up with. So, not bad. We've got 23 carrots out of a possible 40, and with all the issues we had with germination and everything else, I'm quite happy. So we've got quite a few meals in that one. I've planted some Nantes 5, or Nance 5, or was it Autumn King, sorry. So no, not too bad. These will be nice. I'll give these a bit of a clean up, and we'll see what they look like. But overall, I'm pleased with those, considering what these poor carrots have gone through. And if we just turn round, there's the other. That's the first bed. They were sown 2 weeks before. And you can see the reddening of the leaves, but there's quite a few in there that haven't, so why should I take those out now? They haven't died back like these others did. So reasonably happy. All the rubbish will go into the green bin at home, and that'll get composted in the municipal piles. They get up to massive temperatures, so I've got no qualms about that, and I don't buy compost very often, so I'm not worried if it comes back here. Even on the next bed down, there's been really poor germination. We've re-sowed. Normally I do get some really nice carrots. These are looking quite good. Extra pallet collar on just to give them a little bit of help from the wind, and possibly any spores or aphids. And these are the last lot. They were sown on the 7th of June. At the moment they look okay. Not going to touch them, haven't washed my hands yet. Parsnips are doing absolutely wonderful. I know we're supposed to wait for the first frost, but I won't be. There's not so many parsnips as there are carrots, but one a week will do us. So I will be revealing my parsnip very soon. Here's another sowing of carrots, and over there's another sowing, but I should have sowed the radishes after the carrots had germinated. The radishes got a bit leggy, so hopefully they'll recover, but the carrots are coming through. I've used all my old carrot seed and germination wasn't brilliant, but we will have carrots. There's the cable off the Hoover, the vacuum. I'll save that because I can use it in my 12 volt system. Yes, it's a 240 volt plugs and everything else, but we're only on 12 volts. It won't hurt nothing, saves buying. And we'll recycle what's left. So we've had the cable and the hose off that. And I've bought up the lettuce from the greenhouse grow room. As you can see, it's flopped over a little bit, but getting a little bit of wind damage on this. So maybe netting all this, stop the pigeons getting on as well. Me New Zealand spinach is just going a little bit yellow. Not sure why it's doing that. This looks quite healthy. It's bright sunshine at the moment, but can anybody help me with what might be doing that to the New Zealand spinach? A slight yellowing on the leaves. So just a little recap before we go. That's the bilge pump. We bought something off Amazon, and I bought another one of those because it saved the postage. We'll just flick that on, and the pump pumps it up to there, and then once it gets to there, the pump has nothing else to do other than to get it to there, because the rest of the way it's gravity fed. I ain't got a bad line on that, have I, guys? And it runs down then, and normally while I'm working, that'll be working away. Ain't a bad pump. It's only £12.50 for UK, and we're probably halfway down the plot. So instead of going up there with a watering can, I'll just delve in here. These are my long roots. There's my tank, drip feed system. I come up to the plot today and I thought, oh, that looks a bit wet down there. Yeah, I've left the water on again. So that's the solar panel that keeps the batteries nice and full. And last time we looked from here, we hadn't got these two extra pallet collars in. Some of them giant radish, the sparkler 3s, are actually going to seed now. Jerusalem artichokes in the middle. Square foot gardening and vertical gardening in the middle of the screen there. And then all those lovely raised beds that we built over the winter and into the spring. I'm really lucky that I've actually got vegetables this year. A lot of effort to build all those, and there'll be cards or the photos at the end. The cards. Just tap them, and why not go and have a little look. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Hashtag sunflower challenge in the middle of the screen on plot 1.